Good morning, everyone. Got your coffee? I got mine. So listen, I have a bit of a rant this morning. Um, but before I get started, I need to say thank you to Trenda. Trenda, thank you so much. You were right on time, love. You and Miss Tiffany, because we are very low on activities and, fun stuff for the kids to do in the library pantry. The kids have been hitting the library pantry kind of hard these last days. I'm like, y'all might as well hang it up. It's time to go back to school. It's like they holding on. They is holding on to summer like like never before. And so they're down here in my little library pantry, and they down here every day getting stuff, and we're running low. So thank you so much. I appreciate you both. Thank you. Yesterday I had a doctor's appointment. Well, not a doctor's appointment, but an eye appointment at the eye doctor's. And, I get dressed and everything, and I get in my car, and I drive down the street, and then I get ready to turn the corner, and I immediately slam on my brakes, because that's just how much it affected me seeing a bunch of trash yet again in front of my neighbor's house. I have this neighbor that lives in a corner house, and a corner house, in black neighborhoods, they catch it. People drive down the street, and without any thought to the fact that somebody has to come behind them and clean up, usually, especially if it's in a residential neighborhood like this. I mean, the whole entire street, mind you, whole street is clean, pristine. And someone, without any kind of a thought, care, or give a fucks, just took all of their McDonald's and just threw it out in front of her house. And this lady, when I see her, she's either doing one or two things. She's either on her porch drinking a cup of coffee, or she's in front of her house cleaning up somebody's trash and debris. And here in South Carolina, the infrastructure is a lot different. I don't know if it's because it's a coastal state, but we have like these deep drain holes that go down into like the ground. And when they become backed up with trash, it creates a whole nother problem. And so I'm pretty sure and she has one in front of her house. And I'm pretty sure that that's why she's so diligent. That, and she's just someone who takes care of her property. This is deeper than trash. This goes to speak to how Black people feel about our communities and our neighborhoods. And if you've been following me for a while, you've heard me have this conversation before. And you've heard me talk about deconstruction and how we need to deconstruct from internalized racism. Part of internalized racism means believing what white people say about us. That's what internalized racism is in a nutshell. And when white people tell us that we ain't shit, we don't deserve shit, our neighborhoods are trash, and we are trash, we internalize that and we believe it. And then we do things like drive down the street and we throw our trash outside of the street. And then we do it in front of our kids, and we teach our kids to do the same thing. And the reason why I go as far as to call it internalized racism is because we do that in our neighborhoods, but we don't do it in white communities. Check yourself. It's going to be those of you all who are watching this video right now. You're not going to like hearing yourself in this video, because you one of those trashy ass people that drive down the street and throw your trash out the car. You do that when you get to Black neighborhoods, when you're within the confines, the space of your own communities. You don't do it in their neighborhoods. And you don't do it in their neighborhoods, not necessarily because you're afraid of the police, but because white people have successfully trained you that they are better than you and that they deserve better than you. And so they deserve clean neighborhoods and you don't. And that's why you don't do it in their communities. And that's why you do it in your own community, because they have successfully trained you that we are better, we deserve better. This is not how we keep our communities. When you are in our community, you do not trash our communities, and you abide by those unwritten rules. And so when you get to your own communities and you drive down the street and you're done with your McDonald's or your fucking Chick-fil-A, you take that shit and you throw it out in front of like people's houses, like my little neighbor who takes care of her property, mind you. This is another reason why Black communities look the way that they do. They are a reflection of us and the way we treat our own communities. And if we don't have any pride or any self-respect, that gets reflected in the way our neighborhoods look. I understand that black people are dealing with poverty on a level that goes a lot deeper than other communities. Doesn't mean we have to trash our own communities. Doesn't mean that there are plenty of garbage cans all throughout the city, in the inner city. Use them. That's what they're there for. And you're in a car, in a vehicle. There's no reason for you to throw shit out the window when you can just wait till you get home and throw that shit away in the house. Who raised you? Because your mama clearly didn't teach you shit, and your daddy ain't teaching you shit neither. And apparently, not even one person inside the village that raised you gave enough of a shit to teach you better than that either. When you throw your shit out in the street like that, it is impactful. It's impactful to the environment. It's impactful to the community. It's impactful to people like my neighbor who has to go outside and clean up in front of you if she doesn't want the front of her house to look like a trash can. Or if she's safeguarding the drains of the whole entire community so that your trash doesn't get sucked down into that drain and creates a whole bigger problem. Because the city won't take care of it, so we have to. And we each have to do our own part. Yes, you are the people who bring nothing to the community. You are the people who add nothing but trash, noise, disrespectful children, and violence to the community. Y'all of the same breed. The same breed, the same kinds of people. Yeah, I'm judging you hard. Because what kind of nasty ass person throws their trash outside of the window and forces someone else, a whole entire community, to have to come behind them and clean up behind them? Who does that? You a nasty ass helper. You are. Somebody should have taught you better than that. And you should be teaching your kids better than that. It takes so little to make a neighborhood beautiful. It does. And if white people deserve beautiful neighborhoods, then so do black people. What makes us less deserving? What makes you feel like they deserved all the beautiful tree-lined streets and all of the neighborhoods with all of the flowers and the pretty buildings, and we don't? And it doesn't take much to get neighborhoods like that. It really doesn't. All it takes is you finding a trash can, throwing down some perennial plants, some Dollar Tree seeds, washing your front door, cleaning up the trash in front of your house. Doesn't take a lot. It's very impactful things, empowering things that you can do to make your neighborhood beautiful. But instead, you drive down the street with your music so loud, it sucks the peace out of the neighborhood. Kids can't sleep, can't focus on homework. The sick can't heal. The elderly can't rest. The working can't sleep. And you throw your trash all over the neighborhood. It is impactful. It's impactful to the environment. It's impactful to the planet. It's impactful to your neighbors. It's impactful to your neighborhoods. It's impactful to your communities. It is impactful when you do that. When you throw that shit outside down the street, on the street, and mind you, that was a pristine street. Only thing on this street was that McDonald's shit that some knucklehead threw out the window because they don't think that black neighborhoods deserve respect or beauty. And before some of you say, yeah, a lot of white people dump in our neighborhoods too, I'm aware of that. I am aware of that. But that's no excuse for you to do it. It's no excuse. Here I am sitting here talking to adults about trash. Black neighborhoods deserve beauty too. Black neighborhoods deserve trash-free streets too. Black communities deserve to look good too. Deconstruct away from what white people have taught you about yourself and your communities. Stop believing that nonsense. You are worthy. Our communities are worthy. Doesn't take a lot, just a little effort. Even if that's all you bring into the table. If you can't do any good, don't do any harm. I say it at the end of every video. And throwing your trash out the window or down on the street is harmful to your community. It is. It's trashy and nasty too. And it's ghetto. Anyway, that is all that I have for today. I am tired. I will not be going to the Central Library. I will be minding my own little library pantry and restocking and refilling it today. Let me see. Is my neighbor gone to work? If you get that joke, you get it. Nah, she ain't left yet. We gonna wait till she leaves so we ain't got to have no conversations with her. Anyway, y'all have a good day. And if you would like to support this platform or the library pantry, I will leave my Cash App and my Venmo down in the comments. And don't throw your trash out in the streets. It's not cool. It's not cool. Black neighborhoods are worthy. We are worthy of flowers and roses and murals on the side of buildings and clean paved streets, just like anybody else. But y'all have to want it, but before you have to want it, you have to believe that. You have to stop believing what these white people tell you you are. Every time they tell you that you some trash and you go outside in your neighborhoods and you throw trash down on the ground, you are telling them that you believe that about yourself. And you shouldn't. Have a good day.